Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Yeah, he is going to dive to the turf. Boy, a strange return there. And they're going to start with really terrible field position. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
King, Phil King, Phil King.
Swift going to try up the middle. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Once again, it's Swift. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll try and throw for it here. He's got his target. That's complete. Down the sideline he goes. And he will go out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good, we're going there with the football anyway. There's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
They're on 17-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On first down, they go back to Mitchell. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 7-7, our score after 1. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Play action. Now Jackson rolling to his left. And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a first down and he gives himself up there at the end. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
They go play action now. Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Room here to run. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Well, he worked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively. Just too hard to keep him under wraps. He delivers a big play here for this offense.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Ravens will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Oh, it shifts past him. Inside the 20, Mark Andrews. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens have taken the lead. So from back deep in their own territory all the way into the end zone, you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it because otherwise, if they end up losing by one score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
Play action. Here's Hurts. That one complete down the field to Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
On 2nd down, Swift. Look at the spin. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Hurts. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. First down, here's Mitchell.
Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Second down and 6 now from the 42. Now Jackson. And that'll be caught by the big tight end Andrews. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Oh, design run for their wideout. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
And the Raven first down.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. In there to drop him for the loss, linebacker Nakobe Dean, an outstanding play. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Play action. It's Jackson. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. As they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. And out across midfield down to the 45. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling. Here's Hurts to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, 73.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete.
16 seconds now on the clock. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards up.
And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. From the gun, here's Swift. Takes this to the 45. Got a little space after that nice move. Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Still going inside the 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Hurts. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Back to the running game with Swift. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Touchdown! Olamide Zaccheaus. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are back within a score.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense, but when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum.
There he goes left side. Look at the big fella go. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 84 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner.
Eagles 14. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards. Second down, here's Hurts. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, oh, they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Now a throw here, hauled in, and all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Hurts. Completes to Zacchaeus. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's second down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
They go play action with Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Hurts. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. That offense trying to erase that deficit, get a little bit closer here and climb back into this game in the third quarter. Instead, they further their disadvantage, Charles, with a pick 6.
And that defense came out willing to do anything necessary to defend that lead. I think they looked around the huddle and said, who's going to make the big play? Who's it going to be? And the person just ended up in the end zone with the football. He was the one that answered the bell.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, It has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. 2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. They'll set up to throw. His throw incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Zacchaeus here hauling it in. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2. On play action, they'll throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a 1st down, and now they're in the hurry-up.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They run out of the gun with Swift, down to about the 23. This is 2nd and 8.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens will take over here at their own 12-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. Moving inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. 88 yards as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Tucker now to add the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Eagles 14.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play
Touchdown, Eagles. Olamide Zaccheaus with his second touchdown of the night. And the Eagles are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Hurts will throw. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a two-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the two-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The Eagles will take their third and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And quickly they get to the line.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Baltimore.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down, eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Now a first and 10 at the 11. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 144 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
And 3 at the Eagles' 4-yard line.
Right back to Mitchell on second down. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. To throw is Jackson. Flush to his right. There's Flowers. He's got it. Touchdown, Ravens. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Ravens have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter. So that drive there, CD, a good response, and that might be the one that gets them to the finish line, a comfortable lead.
Yeah, and that's all about not letting the team back into a game because they just gave up a touchdown. It was back to a 2-score game, and anything can happen in that situation. But instead, they came through with a really terrific drive right there that ended in 6. So you like to slam the door on teams. In this case, they're trying to lock it as well.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23.
Eagles 22. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing is Hurts. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Hurts. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
They're going on fourth down with Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
First down.
73.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And his throw is incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 33. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Play action. Here's Hurts. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Here's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. That one complete down the field to Smith. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
Here's a toss play right to Swift. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on first down, then ran it on second down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important third down try?
Out. 63.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles, so the final seconds of the 4th quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been in control, haven't they? They've earned this victory. No question who the better team was out there in this game. And frankly, the score could have been a lot worse than it was. Give them a lot of credit for how they played in this one.
Oh, for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
No touch that. No touch.
On first down, Hurts. This is Smith with a grab. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the...
It's like, I've been smooth for so long, I'm trying to get rough.